Hi guys, welcome to this quick review about this Weeylite RB9 RGB video light or photo light. Comes in this small box, comes with almost everything, and I've already tested the thing, and it's actually absolutely amazing what we get in this very reasonable priced packaging. So is it perfect? Yeah, it's close to be perfect, but it's not totally perfect. But I'm going to show you everything, all the good stuff and also the not so good stuff. So here's the core device, and it's large but not too large. It's small but not too small, still fits in a normal pants pocket. Really solid, heavy build, comes with everything, and it's a beautiful one. You can see that here with this nice black finish here. Most of it is metal, I think, except from the LEDs and this screen here. Everything is solid metal. It has two standard tripod mounts, one on the side and one on this side. Also we have the specs if you're interested into that. And what I really like is that it already comes with some kind of light diffuser, but we get an extra diffuser, soft rubber, which you can put over it easily. I think this can also be used for transportation, so it protects nicely here also in the corners. It is thick but not too thick. It has even some kind of round shape, so it illuminates to all the sides and even here to the sides exactly as we want it, and we can still operate everything even with this diffuser. Then we get the charging cable USB-C, and that's not only to charge this video light, but we can also use it to charge other things. So the USB-C is input and output. I've already charged it fully and it's pretty fast. It was charging with over 2 amps, but it's not like a quick charge or PD or so, but it's really a nice thing because we have a strong, large battery inside, 3000 milliamps, and so we can also use this in an emergency situation to charge our phones. Really nice. Then we get this nice transportation bag, which you can use to transport everything, the main device and also the accessories. And one of the most important things and really interesting construction is this tripod here. It's two parts actually. We have the tripod underneath. It has very safe stand, has also these soft rubber feet, really safe, solid, good stand. And then we have this mobile phone holder on top of it. This is super interesting. This is something which I've never seen before. Can see how easy we can mount this. And then we have these brackets here for the phone, and we can bend it into a couple of positions. That's really interesting construction here. I love this thing. So this can be a really nice enhancement to the whole package and almost worth buying just because of this very unique stand. And it has some really nice advantages but also some disadvantages. When we start with the mobile phone holding, we can see that usually works pretty good, but the problem is we have to push really hard. That's one of the biggest disadvantages here. We have to squeeze our phone really hard here in. I mean, you can see you can open this even more, so it would fit even for probably the largest phones, and it has a safe stand. That's really good, but I wished that the strength of the spring would be a little bit less, or the whole thing would be a little bit larger. What we can do on top of that, I mean, I have already mounted this, and that's actually the cold shoe, which also comes with this package, so we can mount the light on top here. And so we secure this with one of these two nuts, and then we add the light. Here is this cold shoe on top, and we can also secure it here. The problem is just that it's a little bit difficult to really super hard secure, and you can see, I mean, the brackets for the phone are huge. They're really nice. They come even with some kind of soft rubber feet or brackets, but still somehow it's just a little bit too much pressure here. But you could even use that. That's really interesting thing. I point this a little bit to the side. Hopefully you can see that here, so we can make this fit for a hand hold. And when we secure it here, you have to be careful here. When you hold, this flips down. I think there's nothing to secure the whole thing, so you will have to hold here, but then you can video record yourself with the light with a phone. That's really a nice special idea here. But again, yeah, it's a little bit loose here. You really have to hold it, and the mount, the spring for the mobile phone is a little bit too strong for my taste. But still a very interesting construction, especially when you have it like this, absolutely no problem. And even though this stand or this mount here is actually intended for mobile phones, we can use this almost better for this video light. You can see that fits perfectly here into these brackets on top and bottom, and it has a super secure hold, and we can point it to any kind of directions, and because it's now completely centered, there's absolutely no problem. It won't flip. It has a very secure stand like this in all directions. This is the perfect tripod mount for this light itself. Then regarding the functionality, we get this nice instructions manual. I hope we can focus that so we can read everything if you are interested into that, but actually it's not needed. It's so simple and straightforward. Actually no instruction manual needed, or almost not. And what we have here, actually, that's also control through the app. The app we can access through the QR code here for Apple, and it will bring you to the official Apple store. For Android, it will bring you to the Chinese website, which my browser didn't translate, and I couldn't do anything. But when you go to Google Play Store and Google for Weeylite, you will find the official app which you can download and then connect with this light. That's much easier. So I'm going to show you the functions now. Here we have the on-off button, really nice, and then I think it goes automatically into the last setting. By the way, the screen is really good. It's not like flickering what you see. This is just a problem from my camera. This LCD screen is really nice, absolutely steady. You don't have to fear anything. Nice, bright, also good readable outside in the dark or so. And so here on the side we have these 4 buttons, and here's the main button, like the switch, which you can use to change all the settings. To connect the Weeylite with the app is very easy. We don't have to connect like or pair with Bluetooth. That's not needed. The only thing is we have to go here, we have to long press here with this M button here on top, and we have to check the channel and group. So when you have a couple of these lights, you can arrange them different channels, different groups. When you have to just one, we have to make sure that it's on the same channel as here on the app. Here we have channel 1, we have group on, and here on the app we are by default also on channel 1 and group A. If you want to change that, we can just click on that and change the channel or the group. But as long as we have same channel and group, we can now control this thing. So we have to just long press again and go back, and then it will turn on, and we can see that we can change everything here nicely from the app itself. That's really convenient. We have also a lot of nice presets here and a lot of possibilities. So I quit this again here. I'm going to show you all the functions directly on the light itself. When we long press here as well from the main menu, here again the channel and the group, when we click again it goes into power bank mode, on and off. We can turn it on and off. If you want to charge your phone and it's not working, then go here and turn the thing on. Then we can also update this. We can connect this port through USB-C to the computer and then download the update file to this video light and then update it. And we have also overheat protection, which we can turn on. Usually I would recommend to turn it on. Maybe if you're in a super special situation and you really need this light and it's overheating, then you can decide on maybe turn it off and take the risk to save the job or so. Here we have all the functions. Hope you can see that a little bit. By the way, it's really interesting to see when we put it down, there's absolutely no light bleeding from here, so you can see how perfectly this is manufactured. So for me, these controls are the best which I have seen ever. I mean, this is exactly what I always wanted, and here they have implemented this. We have this mode, we have the settings where we can switch between the different settings here within one of the menus, and then we have the plus and the minus, and no wheels and no nothing. This is as good as it gets. So now we are in the CCT mode where we have just the white light. You can see we can even go down to 0, turn it off. The only complaint here about the light is maybe that even with 1% it's a little bit on the brighter side. It's not super bright, but I wish that a 1% would be a little bit lower. There is definitely no complaint about 100%, and you can see how fast we can increase. It takes just a couple of seconds to go up to 100%, and then it's super bright. But the 1% should be a little bit lower, but it's complaining on a very high level. Then let's go to the setting. Let's go to the highest Kelvin, 8500. You can see pure white light. And we can go down to 2500, which is a huge range, and then we have super warm light. I think my camera is not totally reflecting what I can see. 2500 Kelvin is very low. That's usually the lowest which you can find on the market, and 8500 is also very high. The highest which you can find sometimes is 9000, but you can see it's pure white actually already 8500. There's no need to go higher. By the way, we have a very high color accuracy. It has a color accuracy rating of 95, which is super high. Usually we are talking about everything which is above 80 as a very good value, and here we have 95, which is really absolutely top. Then let's go into this 360-degree mode, and here we have 3 settings, which is really good. Sometimes we have just 2 settings, and then for like the color saturation we have to go into a different menu. Here we can do everything on one menu. First we can select the color. We can see here we have this 360 degrees color, and that's also working pretty fast. This is what you want. You don't want to waste your time waiting till it goes like for a minute through all the colors. Let's assume we want this color, then we can change the saturation here from 100%, which is of course then totally red, to 0, which is then cold white. Of course, let's go up here a little bit again, and with another push we can then increase or decrease the brightness. So we have everything in one. Lots of competitors just have 2 settings in this menu, so I really appreciate that we have everything here. Then we have this RGB, so we can set the red value and the green value and the blue value independently. And we have also these 29 scenes, not only 5 or 10 or 15 or 20, we have 29 different settings, and these are not like fixed settings. We have also some variation because we can adjust the speed and of course the brightness. Of course, this is something which I expect, but the speed is something which you don't find normally. So you can see we can go to the speed and then change the speed to fast and slow and normal, and this option is available I think with all the scenes. So we can go and change the scene, and you can see also how fast you can go through the scenes. Sometimes with other brands it takes forever. I've seen that with other video lights that it took very long to switch. Here we can switch very fast, 29 different modes, so really amazing. Yeah, one thing I wanted to show you is the white light with 1%. Let's go to the Kelvin adjustment, and you can see maybe the light, of course my camera is a little bit struggling here, but I'm trying to show you here the change from the pure cold white to the warm light, and you can see there are different LEDs here implemented. Here when we have warm light like 8500 Kelvin, then only the warm white LEDs are burning, and in between we have a mixed, and then when we go down to 2500, only the cold white LEDs are burning. This really good implemented here. Unfortunately my camera is not capable to show everything. So in general we can say this is an awesome package. I can turn it off again. We have seen all the nice colors, all the nice functions, everything. We get a really nice, solid, beautiful, strong device. We get this stand, we get this cold shoe, we get this extra diffuser, charging cable, transportation bag, everything what we need, everything good quality. Yeah, I would say at this price range doesn't get any better than that, and so I can give you full recommendation on that, and I'll put down the link to the listing where you can buy it down into the description, so you can check it out and order it right from there if you like it. And I hope I've been able to help you a little bit with this video. If you have any questions or comments, just write to the comment section below, and I'm always happy to talk about these things. And if you like the video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.